and how it relates, to the rest of the application. So first off, to get there, we're going to click on Launch a Toolkit, and that'll bring you into the SocialZing toolkit here, and you have your different options for the different components within SocialZing. Today we're going to focus on this one here. VideoZing, which is the second one from the right. And there's two valuable things it can do. You can first email your leads or your subscribers, and then also send a video within the email. So it's kind of like an all-in-one bundled email application. So once I click on it, you're going to be brought into your login page. On the top right here, you'll see the VideoZing help tutorial area. Here there's a generic kind of text area. You can search different topics on how to use VideoZing. And then here there's to the right of that is the video tutorials. So I just clicked here on the right. And those are more video-based. If you're a more visual learner, you can learn how to use the application. Fairly simple to use. And we'll be adding videos there, more videos than there already are. So back here, click here to launch VideoZing, launch the VideoZing application. Brought into the VideoZing application here, and you see here, we click on this other tab back. This is back in the SocialZing suite page. Today we're going to focus on subscribers, on importing your leads or your subscribers from your LeadZing, and then creating a piece, and then just looking at the reports. So Jerome, so far, Jerome, did I do all right?
Yeah. The only thing I would add is that on the first piece, tell them that when you come to the Launch Toolkit, you get that once you log in. Okay, so when they log in on their site, that's where they come to.
Oh, okay. So
they have to be logged in. So if they never logged in, they wouldn't know how to get there, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you must log. Okay, yeah, right. Good point. Log in. So maybe I should start back one. Log in.
I would do that.
Okay. So start login. So the general method that I use for navigating VideoZing is using these top navigation buttons here. You can also use the left navigation, but for simplicity, I always choose and let people know to use these top navigation buttons. The first one we'll go to are, and just briefly to mention, this is just the dashboard for some of the stats and what's been sent, what your quota is at for how many emails you sent out, and that sort of thing. So subscribers here are where all your subscribers are stored, and this is the database for where all your leads or subscribers might be. And then I'm going to go through the add import quickly, but I'm not going to do it right now. But essentially, I'll go to the add import. And what I'm going to touch on here too is there's two different ways to add import. One is to upload one at a time by hand. So if you click one at a time, click continue, it brings you to adding a subscriber here, just an email address. And the other method is uploading from a file. Now, you might not have a file, but within your LeadZing back here, which is PageZing, you have your leads where they come in on your lead area from your PageZing. So one quick way that I would suggest is go to getting your leads from your PageZing and clicking on Manage Leads, and then click down to Export. From that file, you'll export the leads to a CSV, which is just an acronym for comma separated value. It'll export it on your computer here, and now this file, you can take this file once it's downloaded on your computer and import it into VideoZing. And so you'll grab your file that you downloaded, you'll open it, and be sure to choose comma because this is a CSV file. We'll choose comma. Are you calling someone? I don't know.
No, I am. Go ahead.
Oh. So comma, and then continue through. I'll continue through this, but that's all for the subscriber section as far as importing the subscribers. Is that good?
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah?
Yes, fine. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So next part we'll go to is creating a piece, like a video email piece. And essentially these video emails are very powerful and captivating your audience or your prospect or your leads and getting them interested in SocialZing. And we've seen a great increase in attracting new customers when there's a video or some kind of some visual thing within the email. And this is actually cutting edge technology that we use here. So essentially, I've already created a piece here. When you go into your account, you may not have one, but to create one, it's fairly simple. Basically, we're going to click on Create New. We're going to use a template. We have 177 templates, but for simplicity purposes, we're going to want to choose Simple Layouts, which is a drop-down here, and the second from the bottom. Once we've chosen that, we'll click Basic Single Column. And here, you'll be brought into our advanced template editor, which is fairly simple, drag and drop. It doesn't much easier than this. To drag in pictures and then view the video with the video widget. Now, this picture I've got here, now, and one thing, Jerome, I'm going to tell them that they can get the picture from SocialZing, if that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
So they may have to right-click on this. The way I do it, right-click, save image as, and then again it saves to your computer, and you save it, and then you'll also have to add the image to your image library.
Yeah, the other point you might want to stress is the fact that they can put any image there because they maybe want to market another company as well. Okay, and that's fine.
Right.
So they can.
Right.
So the bottom line is that any image that they may want to be representative of their logo, they can do that as well.
Okay, I'll stress that too then. Any images.
Right.
Very flexible. So once you have an image in your email, you don't have to do an image if you don't want to, but once you do have one, you can also add in the video feature. To do that, click on Widgets. Click on the Widget tab there. You're going to click, hold, and drag the video widget and drop it in. Now we have two other widgets here. For this video, I'm not going to go over them, but in our help area, we do have more information on how to use those. So to edit or to configure the video, you want to click on the configure. Now you'll have to use a YouTube link. So if we go to YouTube, and I already have this brought up. Let's see here. So let's say if we go to YouTube, we can use a SocialZing video here, and let's grab the overview. And essentially, just copy, right-click, and copy that link up there. Once it's been copied, you come back to VideoZing, and you'll just paste it right in there. Done. And then there's some cool social capabilities it has. Enable social sharing, which is enabled here, so it brings up these nice social sharing capability that the recipients can do once they receive it. It can enable a call to action. So like, let's say you want them to sign up or find out more, and then you might want to have them go to your web page or your website. We'll use SocialZing there. And again, you can use any URL you like and any kind of text. And then you can have this button show up after so many seconds after playing. Change it to 8 possibly. And then there's another option here which you can enable a sign-up form, and essentially a sign-up form is some more information you might want to capture after they watch the video or during the video or, again, so many seconds after it's been playing. And again, the help videos that I spoke about, whatever they are, speaks more about how to use that capability. Yeah. I'll have those tabs open. I'll have
I
those
know.
tabs open.
I'm just they somewhere.
Yeah. They're somewhere around here now. You gotta go back to VideoZing, and then you gotta. I know you gotta it's kind of cumbersome, but they're right back here, and these help how to do the video email. It talks about it more. So once you have it in there, you'll want to click Update, and it's updated in your email. And don't forget to click Save. You can click Save it here. Want to name it something like Video Email, blah blah blah. Click Save now. And then you'll want to edit the text down here. You can edit this text however you like, and you can type in, hello, how are you, like see here. And if you want to make the see here a link, you can highlight that, click link. So it's fairly flexible, pretty easy to use. Don't forget to edit this stuff down here, and then click save. So after we've saved it, you can go back to create send. And we'll see, here's our piece saved. It says 7 hours ago, but let's just say we saved it now. See a preview. We just click on this HTML icon. It shows us a quick preview of it. Pretty cool little email we made. Nice social bar, more sharing on the top so people can share it with their friends or colleagues via Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, forward to a friend. You know, we'll always leave this on. We always see a 10% more view rate when you have that. When that bar is left on, so just leave it be on by default. And then once we have it saved and we have our subscribers in our database, we can go ahead and send it. And sending it is fairly easy too. Pretty much a few different steps, filling out from information and continuing through. May have a list in here, which we do. This will show 67 just so you know, Jerome, when we import that list, it'll show 67. Just select the list. Don't forget to put a subject line. You might have something catchy or something that creates curiosity. Curiosity is always good to get people to open an email. Right, mouse isn't typing. What's going on here? It's not good. Let's continue. Can't. Oh, there we go. We can type in something like check out SocialZing, or however you want to phrase it. It's going to be the subject line when they get the email in their inbox. So you want to type in a subject line, continue on, delivery options. Just leave these by default. We're going to track the click-through. We're going to track, see who's opened it, track social, or have the social bar turned on, which is like a good. You necessarily don't have to have a Facebook page because people can share it. And we'll continue on here to scheduling and sending, just reviewing everything, and then click send now. And you'll send it out to your leads or to your prospects. Once it's been sent out, you'll start to see reports that will come back. And you can see here we have a blast we did, and we'll see here's the recipients that we sent it to. Delivered, which means 6 of them were delivered and 5 were bounced. We take care of the bounces for you. Unique viewers, there's 1 person who viewed it. Clickers, we have 1 person who clicked it. No unsubscribes, no social shares, no social views. We track all that stuff. And if you want to drill down into the report, you can go ahead and click on it and see more statistics that are more accurate. And you can see who the people are who viewed it. You can add unique viewers to a new list if you wanted to. Like if you want to target only the viewers and follow up with them, you can make a new list out of it. So it's fairly flexible in how it works. So that's really it, and that's it. I mean, that's a little bit more brief than I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little bit more detailed, Jerome. But
no, I think that's really all we really need to cover from a standpoint of just showing them how to access it, showing them how to set up a email list, either import one or either put them in manually, how to add in a video, add in text and how to select, the template that they want, send it out, and how to check their stats. I mean, I think at that point, what else is there for them to know? At this stage of the game is what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, there's a lot more things that it's going to be able to do, but again, you don't want to make it too. I don't want to make it too complicated for them. I just want them to be simplistic, to the point, and and that's it.
Right.
Yeah. There's more people that have joined us actually here.
Yeah, well, they can't hear us, so maybe they just seeing it. They probably figure out what's going on, but we're going to get started. I'm going to keep it on live in a minute. Well, from that standpoint, okay, well, I mean, I think that's a pretty good format to go.
So, yeah, so what I'm going to start at was, I'm going to start not this page, but at this login page here.
Correct.
This is where I'm going to start.
Right. Because that's exactly what they would do. And then, okay, well, I'm okay with it. I mean, you cool with it?
Yeah, yeah, I'm good, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So, and then after I'm done at that last reports page, I'll open it up, I guess, for Q&A.
Correct.
And then,
because at the bottom on their dashboard, they should have towards the bottom, they should have a button for question and chat, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. How am I going to? I'll just figure out what the best questions are to answer, I guess.
Exactly. Exactly. If you start getting a lot of questions at one time, just pick out the best ones.
Right.
Okay. Probably most of the questions would be, one on spamming, one on, like for example, you want to also emphasize that when they are dragging over, let's say an image or a placeholder for a video, that they will see it through a blue line, okay? Because they can drag it and not see a blue line when they're trying to place it, nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So make sure they, when you drag it, look for that blue line, and that's where it's going to be placed, right under the blue line.
Okay.
Just little things like that, because a lot of times we can say it, we know it, but then they try it when they get off the call and say, how come this thing is not sliding over here?
All right. Yeah, I know. You're right.
But I think in terms of the way you're doing it, in terms of how you breaking it down, I think it's appropriate for what we're trying to do.
Okay, great. Great. Let's see here.
Now, what about the setup? You're not gonna get into the triggers? We're gonna leave that alone.
Not gonna use the triggers because I mean I might cause a little more.
Right,
more thinking.
And you're not gonna get into creating the forms either.
I know. I mean, it's going to take a while for me to kind of go through uploading and creating.
Okay, fine. So the point then we're going to say that what we're going to discuss today would just be the creating the marketing piece, adding subscribers, scheduling a blast, or maybe whatever you want to do, and viewing report.
Yeah. I think another webinar thing I could do for you guys would be something along the lines of creating a form and
right. You can say at another webinar we would talk about advanced features like creating the forms and setting up triggers and all the responders.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see if I can change the presenter back to you now because you're...
Okay. Well, I see at the top here, let's see. I see a button here that says change presenter. So let's see. All right, let me see.
Oh, yeah, okay, now you took over.
Right. So at the top of the right-hand corner, you see the blue bar says change presenter. Can you see that or not? Or only I can see
it? Yeah, I can do it. I can still change myself. I can still change it back to me.
Right, okay. And so we already have show my screen. When we click that, then you be able to see the whole screen, my screen, okay? Let me Yeah, hello? Hey, you there? Yeah, John, okay. Can you hear the people coming in or talking? I mean, I'm totally this blocked out here. I see your screen. Tell me what's going on. You send me your phone number? Oh, I didn't know you had an email to me. Okay, is Mike on the phone? Mike logged in. Okay, my question to you though is that can you now talk to the people that's online? Do you hear them talk or anything? Okay, so okay, why you? Okay, well I want to make sure that people hear you though. Okay, we gotta get some confirmation they hear me. Okay, now number one is that the number you gave me and the access code you gave me and the PIN number you gave me. Why do you give me those numbers? Oh, okay, that's what that's.
Welcome to GoToWebinar. Webinars made easy.
Can someone hear me?
Welcome to GoToWebinar, Webinars Made Easy.
Well, I hope everyone can hear me tonight. So apologize for the delay there. We wanted to get started here just a little bit behind schedule here. It is about 6 after the hour. If you would please, obviously you're staring at the SocialZing training tonight for the VideoZing. Tonight we have John Dempsey, who is our VideoZing specialist and trainer. He will be moving forward with everyone to show everyone who is on tonight's webinar to make sure that you understand the absolute power that we have here to utilize the SocialZing training in the SocialZing suite that we have here and available to you, and all the templates and everything that we have to ensure that you are communicating not just with your team, but your potential prospects for your company and, of course, SocialZing. So I'm not going to take up too much of everybody's time here because I know everyone wants to look how incredibly powerful this system is here. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. John Dempsey. John, you there?
Can you hear me there, Mike?
I can hear you, John. Thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Appreciate you. I know it's man, we're crushing time for the holiday season, so I wanted to get this out to the team members tonight.
You bet. It's upon us. Yeah, I really appreciate you having me here. I'm really excited. I know we got a lot of people from around the country, and you know, we got SocialZing and VideoZing. The component we'll be speaking about today will be the main course or topic. So a little bit about that, and then after that, we'll quickly open it for a little Q&A in the question in the chat box. If anyone wants to ask questions, they can, and we'll just pick and choose a few, and then we'll end it from there. So to jump right into it, I'm going to change my screen over. 1 minute. All right. So, 1 sec. So, just to kind of get into it, this here is the SocialZing homepage that I'm sure you're all familiar with. And to get into SocialZing, if you're not familiar how to log in, there's a login button here on the top right, and it'll bring you into the login page here. I'm going to log into our demo account, and if you don't have the credentials yet, you want to get them and enter them in there. And from there, we'll just click on Submit, and it'll bring us in to the SocialZing Launch Toolkit page and you have your other options here as far as the other things that the application does. But we're going to concentrate here on the toolkit. So once you're logged in, you're going to click on that big button there, big blue button. You can't miss it. And then the thing we're going to talk about this evening is VideoZing. This is a very powerful video email marketing tool. It's on the cutting edge of capturing your lead or your prospect and actually bringing some kind of visual video into the email per se. So you're not going to see this around. I mean, this is cutting edge, and it's really exciting the way it works. So after you're logged in, the SocialZing, you're going to click on the VideoZing big button here again. It's going to bring us into the VideoZing kind of home page area. And then to launch it, there's a red link here. You're going to want to click to launch the VideoZing, and it's going to open a new tab. That new tab is kind of the home area to VideoZing, where your pieces live. This is what we're going to be concentrating on. But just to go back quickly here to the other dashboard for VideoZing, there's two tabs here now. There's a VideoZing help area, which is kind of like a knowledge base. If we click on that, again, it opens a new tab. There's some common questions, knowledge base area. You can type in a search and get to some answers that you may be looking for and how to use the application VideoZing. There's also a visual learning area for all you visual learners where you can go watch some videos. These videos are essentially what I'll be speaking about today, except for a little more detailed. And they go on. They're going to go through the same steps of uploading the contacts, create a video email, and then also sending one out. And then we'll be adding to these along as well. So just give me one sec here. The computer's having a bit of a technical difficulty, and it should come back here in 1 minute. 1 minute. All right, that's all right. So we're going to go back to, so once we logged in, we clicked here to launch the VideoZing. We're going to go back into the VideoZing dashboard here, and this is kind of the crux of what we'll be concentrating on. I like to use this top navigation bar, really simple to navigate around. We're going to concentrate on subscribers today, creating a piece and sending it, and then a little bit on the reports. So the first area here, the dashboard, this kind of shows the video email activity, what you sent out. And I keep mentioning video email, but this application can do other general emails as well. So if you want to send out a campaign to 30 or 100 or 1,000 or 10,000 or however many you like, you can use it to send out emails to your prospects or to your subscribers. So we'll concentrate here first on the subscribers tab. This here is your database of where your subscribers live, where they're kept, kind of a database of where everything is stored, so to speak. And so to import a subscriber, which is an email address, fairly simple, straightforward here. Add import is going to be your button you're going to want to use, green button there. We'll click on that. From there, you'll either have a file or you can do one at a time. You have two different options. So one at a time, press continue here on the bottom right, type in a subscriber email address, and then add subscriber. Now, the way that might be easier is uploading a file. And to have a file, you might have a CSV file, which is the acronym for comma separated value. Or if you go back to PageZing, and then you click on, you're in the PageZing now, you're in the PageZing area, which is a separate area within SocialZing, and you actually use the Manage Leads drop-down menu, and you click Export. You can actually export all your leads from PageZing, and this is really helpful and really efficient. So you'll export your leads. You'll click on Export Leads. Once that's been downloaded on your computer, it'll be stored. It'll stored somewhere, probably in the Downloads folder. And then once it's there on your computer, you just want to go back to VideoZing. you're back in the Add Subscribers, really easy. You'll choose a file. We'll choose it there. We'll open it. We'll choose the separator type. Because it's a CSV, which is comma separator value, we'll choose comma for the separator. And then we'll press continue. And our system takes it and actually will upload it for you. And then we just continue along. We'll match any columns to fields here. And then we'll press continue. Now, this file does not have any headers, but essentially the next page will just confirm that you'll want to upload the file. And once the file has been uploaded, you'll see it here in your subscribers area. Now, I've already pre-uploaded this file, so you'll see that there's about 11, showing 11 subscribers. Some of them are already inactive because this is for testing purposes. So you'll see status there, and I have essentially 11 subscribers now. That's how you import the subscribers into your database. The next topic I'll touch on here is the fun stuff, actually creating the video email in the application. So you can see here I've actually created one about 8 hours ago. But to actually create a piece, again, you're going to hit the green button there, and you're going to hit Create New. Now you can either use your own HTML, which people do, but 95% of users will use a template, and we have actually 177 templates here now. We have a lot of great templates. Some of them you'll want to use, some you may not want to use, but I always suggest for new users to use simple layouts. It's actually a layout I always use in this area is the basic single column. So once you selected basic or simple layouts, you'll choose that simple layout single column, and again, just press the green continue button there, and it brings us in to the advanced template editor. Now, the nice thing about this advanced template editor is super user-friendly, easy to use, and it generates the HTML, so that's going to render in 20 different email clients. So it's a way to go, and it's been tested. So this is going to be your go-to editor for creating your video emails. Now, on the left plane here, we have 3 tabs. My Images, which is like an image library. You can use stock images. You can search for an image if you don't have one, and then widgets. So we'll first start with My Images. You can add an image, just selecting the Add Image button, and then you can choose an image and open it, and it just pops right in there. Now, if you don't have an image, another way you can grab images is from the web. When I got from SocialZing, I right-clicked on the logo, and I clicked Save Image As, and it saved on my computer, and I uploaded it into SocialZing. So once they're in there, essentially what you'll want to do is grab the image with your mouse, pull it over until it says Drop Image Here, and then let go, and it's in there. And again, you can upload any images here in this image plane as you choose. So there's a logo in there. Once there's been a logo inserted, and again, you don't have to use a logo, but just for demonstration purposes, you'll actually want to choose, if you want to use one of our video widgets. Now, we have a video widget, an embed widget, and a sign-up form. But again, for purposes of this demonstration and this webinar and our time constraints, we're going to focus on the video widget. This is actually a really cool feature. Again, we found that it's created a lot of traction for subscribers that view the email because it's more visual, it's more interactive. So it's been, it's been something that a lot of good feedback from a lot of our users, and what they're getting as far as feedback from it. So once we, grab the video widget, again, it's like this, selecting the picture. We'll grab the video widget, we'll drag it in, and we'll wait for a blue area to light up that says drop here. You may have to kind of find it, but there's a couple of different areas in this template where we can drag it and drop it in. Once we have that, we'll just grab it and drop here, and we'll drop it right in there. Now, there's there will be a picture that will show up there, and we'll have to configure it. But again, configuring it is fairly easy. We have a configuration box that pops up once we click on this area. So once we click on the area, here's our YouTube video configuration or video widget. Now, there's a couple different options here, but the first thing to do is to copy and paste the URL from YouTube. So essentially, you'll want to go to a video within YouTube. And again, if you have a YouTube account, you can create one for free, or you can use SocialZing in the videos we have here. And so I'll choose this video here, the SocialZing overview. And once we're in the video, we'll copy that URL. This video won't go over how to use YouTube or how to create it, but there'll be other videos that will show you how to create a video if you don't want to use one that's already here. So I'll get the link, I'll copy it, just highlight it and copy it, go back to the video widget, and I'll paste it right in there. And once it's in there, it actually will upload. And there it is. It's in the configuration utility. And then there's a couple different options here that are pretty neat, and as far as being able to share the video, having them actually do something with the video, getting them to go to your website, or so forth. So the first option, it's already checked, is enabling video sharing. And the video sharing is just like this little share top left that pops down when they hover over it. And they have, they can share this video with Facebook or Twitter, or LinkedIn. They forward it to a friend or embed it. So there's a lot of different options there. The next feature is a call to action. Like maybe you want them to visit my site, visit your website, or visit however you want to label the text for the button. You can label it there. You can choose that to your liking, so it's fairly flexible. And the URL is basically the destination, so SocialZing.com. And again, you can use whatever web page or website or URL you have that you want to put in there, you want to direct them to after they watch the video. So now you'll see this button is now here on the left, and you can choose however many seconds after you want it to pop up, which is pretty neat. So we've configured the sharing, call to action, and then there's another one, a sign-up form you can enable as well. Excuse me. Not going to get too much into detail on the sign-up forms on this webinar. It will be another webinar. But enabling a sign-up form, essentially they can sign up. A form will pop up over this video after so many seconds after playing, so you can capture more information, and that'll populate into the VideoZing database that you have. So once you've done that, we will click Update, and it puts the video right into the email. There it is. And then there's some text here. You can either delete or you can edit. If you select it all, you can say, hello, check out my vid, and then you can say something like, click, if you wanted to, click here to find out more. You can put whatever text you want in there. You're kind of free to kind of experiment with that. But a neat thing too is we have this editor tab up here, so you can essentially highlight some text and make it a link. Maybe SocialZing.com instead of just for demonstration. And now this is a link to go to SocialZing.com. I mean, obviously you want to use SocialZing.com. I just use the acronym just for demonstration purposes here. And then you can also do some bolding, underline, essentially like Microsoft Word editor. You can edit some of the stuff in there, the text, and you want to change your street address and that sort of stuff on the bottom too. So once you've created the video email, give me 1 second, I'm just going to take a drink of water. Excuse me. Once you've created the email, you'll want to click Save here, so just don't forget to save it. You might want to label it as I'm just going to put video email. You can name your emails however you like, and you'll click Save Now. So once it's been saved, it'll be saved here in your saved area under Create Send. If you wanted to view it, you can see the one I created earlier. Here's a preview for the video email. Nothing will work on it because it's a preview, but I'll show you a live version. And then another cool thing too is we have a social bar on top. So if, let's say, your subscribers want to share your email with their friends or colleagues on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, they click a button, and this email would essentially be shared to all their friends and colleagues, so they'd be able to see the email as well. So it's really neat. We see generally about a 10% more view rate with that social bar, so you'll see that in some of the stats too when you actually start sending these campaigns or these emails. So that is the so we've imported subscribers. We now have a saved piece there. The next thing is to send it out to our subscribers. So our subscribers are here. Our piece is under Create Send, and now we'll want to send it out. So we'll click on the Send button next to the piece. You might have more pieces. After a while you have more, but for now we have one in this account. We will click Send, and now we'll set up the blast. So you'll use it from name, whatever your name is, and then from email address where you want them to reply to. Fill out the your postal address or the business address, and then you'll press Continue. Excuse me. And then you'll select who you want to send it to. Have more lists, and again, we'll go over a separate, having more segmented lists on another webinar. But you might want to choose everyone or a specific list that you imported into VideoZing. So you'll select that. I'll select everyone. Press Continue. And then you may want to make a subject line like check out SocialZing or VideoZing, or whatever subject line you want to have. And it's always good to have a kind of curiosity, like a subject line that kind of makes sparks a little curiosity, maybe the benefits, something to that extent. And you want to have it, but you do want to have the subject line kind of be, you want to have it in line or have it represent the content you've put into your video email. So have it relate. Just have it relate to the video email. So after that's in there, you press Continue. And delivery options, just keep these the way they are by default. So we'll track the click-through activity, and I'll get to that in a bit here. And then we'll include the social bar, which I said, keep that check there, so they can share it with their friends and colleagues. And after that step, press Continue. And now we're at the last part, the exciting part, where we're going to send it. So here it just shows us kind of an overview of what we set up. You can actually see another preview. Click on HTML preview there. So see, there it is, and some links are in there. And I just click that by clicking HTML. You can also send a test to yourself. So if you want to send a test to yourself, you click on Send a Test, and you can send to other people. You can type in their name, separate by a comma, and then just press Send Now, and it'll send the test. But once you've scheduled or you set up that campaign, you can see it's sending to everyone, subscribers, and the piece is up there, the HTML version we just saw, and we can click either Send Now or Schedule for later. So we'll say Send Now, and we'll send it out. You'll say, are you sure? You'll say yes. And I've already sent one, so I'm going to click Cancel for now. So let's just pretend that this was sent out. And if we go now click on the third area that we'll speak about, it'll be Reports. Now Reports. And here's kind of where all the stats are kept. So this is for the campaign I sent out. I sent it to 11 recipients. It was delivered to 6 of them. 5 of them bounced. 1 of them viewed it. 1 of them clicked it, and I had 0 unsubscribes, 0 viewers, and 0 social shares. So just give you an idea, the difference between delivered means that the emails made it to their mailbox. Bounced means they were bounced back for a reason. It might be the address is invalid. So we'll take care of that for you. You don't, if the address bounces, we actually turn it into inactive. So there's nothing more for you to do. So it's nice about the system here. And then viewers are, essentially people that view the email, and we keep track of that as well. You can see that there in the reports when you drill down here in a minute. And then the last one is unique clickers. people who clicked on the email. So if you want to drill down to the report, we can actually click on the subject line. And then it brings us in, shows us the overview, a little pie chart. The green area here is what's been delivered. The orange area is what's bounced, and then there's a blue area, which is a soft bounce. So again, we keep track of the bounces for you, so nothing for you to really do on that sense. And then on the right there's some more stats that we can drill down into and see, who the people were, what they clicked on. And then the neat thing too is that you can actually create a new list out of the unique viewers. You can either export them to a spreadsheet if you want to, or you can add them to a new list to send them up to a follow-up email if you wanted to as well. So it's fairly flexible as far as being able to target specific segments of your subscriber, your prospect, or your lead. And then again, we have these other tabs on top, which can show us more information. The views, again, this is a histogram, but we can actually see the exact viewers if we click on unique viewers. So we can see that person viewed. So Mike viewed it at that time, which is really neat. See that again with clicks, and see what clicks they clicked on and who they were. Again, if we click on it, it'll show us people, and it shows us all the stats down here to go along with like unique clicks and how many clicks in total, or how many clicks in total, all-time clicks, and that sort of thing. And then there's unsubscribes. I don't think anyone unsubscribes, so there's nothing there. Widgets, which is that video widget. Looks like there's no views of this video widget. But to give you an idea, I'll show you the overview of the finalized version of the video email. Here it is. You can see there's a social bar on top, and so they can actually share it, like it if they wanted to, play the video within the email. They can hear some sharing buttons here that pop up. You'll see here in a few seconds, sign up now, pops up, and if you click on that, it brings me to the website I have it associated with. So again, this doesn't have to be SocialZing. This can be any web page or website you want it to go to. So the video will play, or it's not actually pauses when I click on that, but they can also click on the links if they want to read more. The links that we create in the email, and essentially it's the whole email but with the video in it to really capture their attention. So that concludes, or that's essentially what I want to talk about. That we do have a support request if you wanted to get social. If you need assistance with using SocialZing or VideoZing, you can email us at support@socialzing.com, and we'll be able to help you with whatever's needed. And there'll be more videos actually being, they'll be inserted to maybe more video tutorials in here, as well as on the SocialZing YouTube page. So we're constantly going to be adding new videos to this, and we'll come out with more webinars on how to use more advanced features of VideoZing, so you can really be able to leverage your the lead flow and prospecting and get some great results from it. But that's essentially what I wanted to talk about. I appreciate everyone from coming along and being here. We'll open it up to questions and answers now in the chat window, and I'll be able to answer any kind of questions anyone might have. And I'll hand it back over to Mike as well.
John, thank you very much, and I really appreciate you taking the time being here with us tonight. And John is right. We are going to be continuing to insert more training videos into this section of our platform and our suite to ensure that all questions are handled when you're bringing new people to the platform, and obviously making your life easier. And then of course, John is always working with us here, and we are constantly looking to upgrade the system as well. John has been priceless, as I can say, for his assistance here at SocialZing and being part of the team. He is invaluable, just like Jerome and Clyde are. It's a very, very good honor to have him here and be a part of the SocialZing team. So what we're going to do now is I will actually mute myself. John, you can have the floor and just answer the questions via the chat window, and then we will consider this webinar closed for this evening. Thank you all for being part of the call and webinar tonight. Appreciate all of you. And as always, looking forward to hearing all of you on tomorrow night's opportunity call at 9:30 p.m. An email will be going out for that, so please join us tonight with your, or tomorrow night with your guest to be part of that. So thank you so much. This is Mike Boggs, Jerome, and John getting ready to sign off. John, go ahead and answer the questions in the text windows.
All right. Thanks, Mike. Really appreciate it. Yep. And if anyone has any questions, there's a chat window on your control panel. If you actually press the plus button next to the chat, the chat title should bring open a chat dialog box, and you're more than welcome to ask any kinds of questions that you may have, anything about VideoZing. I'll be more than happy to answer. So I'll be around until we finish all the questions. How many emails can you send out at a time? So that's a good question. This application we can send out it's up to 4,000 to 6,000 per minute. When you're first coming on, in the sending emails, I'm not sure what kind of volume you may have, but you want to keep it at a max of 10,000 to kind of introduce yourself to the ISPs as a new sender. Now, I'm sure a lot of you might not have that much, so if you're keeping it under 10,000, you'll be fine. But if you are looking to send more than 10,000, it might be a good idea just to inform support at, and so that we can set up some kind of game plan for introducing you to the ISPs, so we get good delivery and so forth. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll add to that too, John. Because of our current limit of 3,000 emails per month, John and I and this team are working on adding what is called additional value products that you will be able to purchase additional volume. Volumes will include BV, obviously. We're going to probably do it in 3 tiers to increase the load for those of you. I know a lot of you have a lot of people that you want to use this system for, and are not thinking that 3,000 emails per month is going to be sufficient for everybody. We are readily working on that to implement that into the system, and we're hoping that it'll be out and available to you with the 3 tiers here shortly.
Okay. So next question is, can we use videos from another service besides YouTube? Currently, our development team is working on getting Vimeo integrated into VideoZing, and another one is Wistia. However, right now, it's kept just for YouTube, and YouTube is really easy to use too. So that's the one that it currently is integrated with as we speak. Can you buy leads for VideoZing? So we discourage buying leads from third parties or buying subscribers. And the reason why is because the results are fairly low, and they tend to not get the sender good results either. So we just really discourage buying subscribers or buying email addresses from a third party. Can you resize the videos? So the videos are sized to the template. There are templates that have smaller sized drop areas, but with the smaller sized drop areas, some of the social sharing buttons don't appear because they would be covering up the whole video. So I would use the full width template not hard for them to see. Can you add to our templates? Yeah. If there's a template that you don't see there or that you like, you'll want to email us, support@socialzing.com, and we can talk more about what kind of custom template you would like, and design one that's customized to your liking. Now, with our templates, you can actually customize with dragging pieces of it around. As far as, I will show you one quick demonstration. But a lot of the block areas here can be dragged vertically up and down. And you'll see the other templates, you can drag things around as well. So even though there's 177, you can actually drag things around and kind of play around with where you want the different elements to make it kind of customized to your liking. Looks like there are. How do we prevent our emails from going to a spam folder? Good question. So there's a lot of science behind emails going to inboxes. Our delivery team here takes care of a lot of, we have a lot of alliances with the ISPs. There's some things that, good practices as far as preventing emails going to spam folders. Some of the things are like, not using trigger words. I know there's some words out there that may be trigger words, even though they may not be intended to be. Something like house cleaning maids, I know one time was a trigger word, thinking that it has something to do with pornography. But I mean, common sense. Not using all capital letters, not using a lot of dollar signs. I believe in the knowledge base area within the VideoZing help area, there is a area here that's it will talk about how good email marketing techniques. So I suggest looking into that. If you want to write us support@SocialZing, we'll be able to kind of further elaborate on that and possibly talk about some good practices for preventing emails going into spam. So yeah, let's see. We have another one for how. One minute, let me see if I can pull this down. How is the unsubscribe set up? So the unsubscribe for the system is set up automatically. So if you forget to actually put the unsubscribe link in there, VideoZing will actually automatically put it in for you. So you can see here that this template already has unsubscribe in there, so you can leave it in there. You can if you want to reword it, you can. But if we actually take it out and delete it, we'll save it again, the system will actually automatically put it in for you here at the top. And then when the user clicks that link, the system will unsubscribe them from your database. And even though they might be in a list per se, they will not receive an email. So we handle all the unsubscribes for you. There's nothing that you have to do, so that we ensure that we ensure that person who is unsubscribing doesn't receive another email from you. Let's see here. I have a lot of questions here. I'm going to see if I can get these questions here. Seems like, hold on. I'm going to go. One minute. Okay, do you process have to opt in, or can you just send an email? So it's kind of a gray area here. the prospects themselves have to be people you know or you've been speaking with. You don't have to have them sign a contract that you're going to send them an email, but you can't just send people who don't know you emails. If you've already been working with them, or they know who you are, or you've been talking with them, it's going to be more than likely okay to email them. But you don't want to just email random people who might not know you, because that'll cause a ripple effect, and essentially it'll get you blocked. So you don't want to just email people who don't know you. But if it's only, excuse me, getting over a small cold there. If it's somebody you've been working with and they know who you are, it'll more likely be okay to email them. And we'll talk about opting in if you want to use an opt-in form in another webinar. So what is the link to SocialZing YouTube page? The link is going to be youtube.com/SocialZing videos. I'll put this in the chat window. I'll send it to everyone. It's just there, SocialZing videos /SocialZing videos, and you can actually find the help videos in the SocialZing tutorial video area here on the top right. Let's see. So hopefully that answers your question there. So another one. We have a designated. Will you have a designated day or two during the week for these webinars so we can bring our prospects training calls? That's to be determined. I cannot answer that. I am not sure. I would say yes, but I would talk to whoever the person is above you, or send an email to support@socialzing.com. How do you send an individual email without going to the entire list? So this program is designed to send to lists. VideoZing is designed to send to lists, so it's not an individual emailer per se, like Outlook or like your one-on-one email. It's designed for sending out in large quantities. So you all have 3,000 emails you can use to send out to. Sending one by one is fairly cumbersome, but it's designed to send out large campaigns or blasts to your prospect list. So I wouldn't use it for sending out one email. You can use send a test option, I guess, to default with that. You can use it to send a test. However, some of the tracking will not work, so you can use it using the send a test option at the end there. The next one. Prospects opt in. Do that. Can a business use this and not see SocialZing logo, or if they don't want to? The business themselves cannot use it. If you wanted to send it out on behalf of them, you could, and you could actually set up an email or an email campaign for them and send them a test and show them actually, the video email, and then send it out for them on their behalf. But if they were to use the system, they would see the VideoZing information and all that stuff. So you'll probably want to, do it for them. If you want to do it for a business, it's a fairly powerful tool. We have a lot of users who do send out on behalf of businesses. Some of the link tracking will be SocialZing for the link tracking stuff, but everything else they won't be able to see. So it's a good question. Let's see another question here. The verify email link you sent went to my spam folder. Is that an issue on my end or yours? Normally, it happens every now and again. It's normally an issue on your end. Maybe your spam filters are set up to be very sensitive. If you try sending a test to yourself, sending out a campaign, not so much the activation link, those will go to your inbox, or a lot more likely to go to your inbox, depending on, again, on your your spam filter settings, but I wouldn't worry too much about the activation link going to your spam folder. Another one here. All right, any other questions here? I think that's it. Last question. If anyone else has any more questions here, type them in. I'll wait around for a few more minutes here, and I'll answer a few more. Again, if you do have more questions, you can't, or you're not able to get them in right now, or may want to ask them later, or you may have questions how to use certain parts of the application. Again, it's going to be support@socialzing.com. So that's the email address, and we'll reply back to you with information or how to fix your problem, or well, even if you wanted to have some kind of help on how to send better emails or get better results, or better click-through, feel free to send us an email there, and we'll do our best to help you out, get some good delivery. Let's see, another question. Neil, can you re-ask that question? I'm not really can't understand that. No. If a customer business purchase, will they have their own copy? Yeah, so essentially each customer business will have their own account. So everybody will have their own kind of VideoZing account that's separate from everyone. So if you do have a customer business that wants to use it, they'll have to sign up for SocialZing, and from there they'll be able to use the software themselves and be separate from your own account. Specifically, the VideoZing, I'm aware that you have to purchase the whole SocialZing application, not just you can't just purchase VideoZing only. So it has to be the whole entire program of SocialZing. I believe there are tier here actually. If we go to the sign up page, a new customer. Oh no, I found it. What is our pricing? No. Oh, here we are. Not sure there's a pricing page on here though. No. Not sure where it's at, but there's a pricing on the website somewhere. Opportunity. Oh, okay, maybe Neil knows where it's at. Oh, here we are. Yeah. So to get VideoZing, it looks like they have to have Zing Pro to use the VideoZing component. Because I don't believe it's here on the Zing Basic. So they'll have to use Zing Pro. But again, it has a lot of other cool features with Zing Pro. So that's a good deal for all the other applications you get in the bundle or in the suite. Any other questions? again, I just wanted to bring light. It was support at SocialZing.com for any help. Let's see if I can type that in the chat window here. There it is. Stick around for a couple more questions if anyone's got them.